Hey Gemini, thank you so much for coming to your first half of March love reading. This reading is for both couples and singles. We go over the overall energy for the month. I'm switching it up and throwing in a moon message. What is your current situation? What's the root of the issue or the cause of the situation? Your hopes and fears and the outcome. The outcome is actually going to be available as an extended reading on Vimeo, and there we're going to go over how does your partner feel about you, what are their hopes moving forward with you romantically, what are their apprehensions towards you, what exactly are they hiding, advice for you and your partner, and also the ultimate outcome, which is tying back to this video. Okay, so, you know, that will, the link to the extended will be in the comment section as well as the description. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to receive notices or alerts for when I post. Please also go check out PinkPineappleTarot. She's a freaking rock star and absolutely amazing. And if you want a little bit more clarity or want to book a personal reading with me, please check out my website. The link will also be in the description below. I feel like I've said enough shit, and you Geminis are probably like, yeah, bitch, get to the point. Okay. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into your guys' reading, okay? So for Gemini, when it comes to love, what's the overall energy for the month for Gemini? See, I don't take them unless they flip, just like that, okay? It's safe for you to love. All right, well, that makes sense. All right, let's take a look at your guys' moon message. What's the moon message for Gemini when it comes to love this next couple weeks? What's the message for Gemini when it comes to love for the next couple weeks? Okay, ooh, work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Here for it. What is your guys' current situation? What's going on? What's the current situation for Geminis when it comes to love? Okay. Three of Wands. What's causing this? What's causing this for Gemini? Y'all, the Lovers. Hello, here we are. How you doing? Coming back up in this bitch. All right. What's our hopes or fears when it comes to this love? Whoa. Okay, the Emperor. So Scorpio, I think, also had the Emperor, or the Emperor came up in theirs as well. Maybe you're dealing with a Gemini, or you know, I mean a Scorpio. Hello. I swear to God, I'm here. Just have a lot of shit going through my mind. Okay, as I'm looking at these cards, what is the outcome when it comes to love for Gemini? Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. All right, so first things first, who are we dealing with, okay? So we could be dealing with a Scorpio, like I said, an Aries, another Gemini. Possibly this is also Aries. This is Virgo. We could also be dealing with, the World card is over here too, which you guys don't see. Any of the fixed signs, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, or Aquarius. I do want to say this. I feel like in the past, we've been in a position where maybe there's not a lot of communication, right? With our partner or the person that we're really into. Maybe we do have communication with them. However, we're left feeling kind of shitty. Like there's something here where we're not feeling whole, right? There's something that has to do with like something being out of balance, I feel like. Like there was like a level of instability with us and, you know, conflict with our person of interest. And it really had to do with, you know, feel like our perspective on things, how we felt things should be versus how they are. And I feel like, you know, it put us in this state of being really highly emotional, which is something Geminis aren't. But when we love somebody, right, it's like we attach and we don't let go, okay? But I feel like this is all coming to an end, okay? Especially with the world here. There's definitely something that's changed, right? Because the world has to do with, just so you guys know, it's learning the lessons, you know, along the line of this cycle or this path, you know, that we're finishing or finalizing. It also has to do with, you know, our growth. How did we grow? You know, how is our relationship growing? Are we building? Are we, you know, not building? What are we doing here? And honestly too, it's about a level of unpredictability. So that's why I feel like for us, Gemini, and I know this is kind of going off on like a separate tangent, but I really do feel like this whole cycle of us being upset, that's all coming to a close, okay? Am I right about this? Yeah, the world card, okay? Here it is twice. So, you know, there's definitely an ending happening here and something that's being shut, and a new start is coming. A new cycle is coming, okay? Which leads us into it's safe for you to love. And that's clarified by the sun. So definitely could be dealing with a Leo. Somebody who makes you really, really happy. Could be yourself. It could be a multitude of things. But what this says down here is open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Okay. If we're in this state, right? We're fucked up. We're like, okay, I'm fucked up. I'm shutting down. I don't want to deal with this. I'm not comfortable giving my all to this person. Look what they've done. Yada, yada, yada. You know, us going back and forth. Well, what happens if they do it again? What happens if I do this? How are they going to react? You know what I mean? This really has to do with us letting it go. Okay? And understanding that if this is a person you want to be with, there's clearly some type of completion here with this cycle of being hurt. And now it's telling you like you have to open yourself up if you want to be happy. You have to allow this person to love you or you to love that person. Kind of interesting enough, it does go hand in hand with your moon card, which is the new moon in Scorpio. And this is work through your fears. So this card is all about suggesting like a type of rebirth. It's kind of like asking you to think about your situation as like a phoenix, right? Rising from the ashes where there's birth, death, and rebirth. That's really what all this energy is about. It's about working through things that are tough, but then coming out ahead, right? And it may be a little bit dark, which obviously I feel like we have been in a darker place, but things are transforming and transforming on a deeper level, okay? If you've been experiencing like some type of drought or like emotional intimacy, that's coming, okay? So this is coming within these, you know, next couple weeks. That's what it's saying to you. This is also a time for you to feel really sexy and really good about yourself, which I think is beautiful. Like, I feel like Geminis, everybody's watching us, but not everybody can catch us, right? I think that's what makes us so dynamic, to be honest. And especially with this new moon card, it's like telling you like, hey, what do you need to do? You need to go, you know, have some alone time, some intimate time with the person you're interested in. It's also about, you know, letting go of grudges that you're holding towards this person. You know, moving on from jealousy or, you know, moving on from being obsessive about this person not speaking to you. You know, no longer being paranoid, making up 300 different things in our head in order to, you know, have things go right. And I also feel like with this, it's also telling us, you know, now is a good time for us to really invest in this partnership, because I do feel like our partner is ready. And if you're not in a committed relationship, the person that you're interested in, I feel like they're ready to take that step with you. Okay? So the situation, you guys have the the 3 of Wands, I'm sorry, which is clarified by the moon. So I feel like you guys possibly are waiting for a Pisces or a Cancer. This could also be that, you know, you're waiting to know how this person feels about you emotionally. This could also be that you know something's coming in because of your intuition. You just don't know what. What's also being waited for? What are we waiting for? What's Gemini waiting for? Woo! Temperance. Okay, waiting for things to kind of balance out, waiting for, you know, this situation to go from a 3 to a 4, right? Understanding, I feel like, understanding that this is coming, especially with that moon card, because things are hidden from us that we don't necessarily see, but it's there. Like, I feel like that's the most important thing. It's there, and I feel like it's a clean slate. And there's a lot of potential here, right? And I do feel like we're dreaming about, you know, this person. Now, if this person is, you know, at a distance from you, you know, you're dreaming about when they come back, because I feel like this person makes you very balanced, even though you don't want to admit that, because you're highly emotional. You're very connected with this person, and I feel like you and them probably are in tune to the point where, you know, you can, you know, have a conversation telepathically with this person, especially if the person is a water sign, you know, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. There's definitely a lot of emotions that's flowing here, okay? But this person does balance you out. What's causing the situation is the Lovers. Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of cards, but YOLO, let's go with it. So the cause of it is the Star card, the Two of Cups, the Devil, and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna put these, let's see, I'll put the Two of Cups down here. Okay, because you're connected to this person on a whole other level. All right, and that's what's forcing you to wait for them. If they're not at a place where you guys can be with each other consistently or be with each other how you want, you're willing to wait for them, because you know, like, part of you guys know, like, this is like your forever person. Like, this is a person that you want to spend your life with, and they want to spend their life with you, and, you know, it's who you're supposed to grow with, right? I do think that there's a lot of sexual chemistry here, as well as a lot of attachments. Now, whether this is good or bad, it's still an attachment nonetheless. I feel like, you know, there's also something that's said here between you and your partner, or you and the person of interest, that's like, hey, let's make this work. You know, let's be committed to one another. You know, hey, I want to marry you. Let's start thinking about building a family. What does that look like to you, right? It's having that open level of communication that's a healthy one, right? It's one that we're not fixated on, okay? Because one thing I do want to say, like, with all these cards here, knock on wood, because I have one more to pull, but we don't have any sword energy. Like, this energy is wands, it's love, it's making decisions, it's, you know, mostly major arcana. The Sun, the Moon, Temperance, the Devil, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, the World twice over here, the Emperor, you know, the Lovers. Like, this is destiny. This is something that's definitely fated. And I feel like if you guys have been in a little bit of a turmoil, things are changing, right? We have a lot of change happening. And it's about believing that change is happening, but it's being driven for the fact that, you know, you and this person are in love with each other and connected in a way that a lot of people don't understand. And I feel like a lot of people are probably like, yo, you're crazy. Like, that person doesn't give a fuck about you because they're making you upset. When in reality, knowing us, we probably popped off, got pissed, popped off, right? That person stopped talking to us because we were being hella petty, right? And, you know, then we were upset because, you know, that's the person we love and we want attention from. So, you know, there's always two sides to every story, or three sides, as I like to say. And, you know, not everybody is going to understand this. And that's okay. Like, I just want to say that, like, that's okay. Because some people are going to be like, yo, this is toxic and this isn't good for you. And, you know, they're also going to say, like, this isn't something that's really solid. Like, you know, you have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune can go both ways. But at the end of the day, we're Geminis and we're lucky, and we always know that that shit's going to hit right for us every single time. Okay? So fuck what they think. That's how I feel. If they have an opinion, like, they need to keep it to themselves. Okay? You guys then have the Emperor for your hopes and fears. King of Pentacles. So the Emperor is clarified by the King of Pentacles. I feel like this is your partner, you know, stepping up and really, you know, expressing to you like, hey, you're mine. You know, there's a level of possessiveness here, but it's in a good way, I feel like. It's them really solidifying, like, your place with them. It's them, you know, possibly saying, hey, let's get married. It's them saying, like, hey, you know, I want to have a kid with you. I want to have a baby. I want to, you know, make things right. I want to do things right. Like, how do we move on from this? Like, where do we go? How do we start? It's definitely an energy where decisions are made, right? Decisions I feel like we've thought about, but they're decisions that are coming faster now. Like, there's no longer this hold on, you know, this hold up. And it's funny because that's also clarified by the King of Cups. So again, if you're dealing with a water sign, it's like a decision that's being made, but it's being made in a loving manner, but also in a, you know, a physical state as well. Okay. Also too, Gemini, I just want to throw this out there. If you guys are stuck between two people, like maybe you're worried about, you know, having to make a choice between two people, whether it's a King of Pentacles or a King of Cups, you know, I feel like what they're saying to you is you have to make that decision. You have to let one go, okay? And you have to make whatever is best for you, all right? Whatever works with your lifestyle, whatever works for your situation. That's something that's key here. Okay. For your guys' outcome, you guys have the Eight of Pentacles. This is all about, you know, working together, working on a common goal, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. But in order to see what you guys are working towards, please go ahead and follow me over to Vimeo, and we'll learn a little bit more about this. And I just want to say, Gemini, thank you so much. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. And I will talk to you in a few. All right? Bye, guys.